Macmillan Audio presents The Wily O'Reilly, Irish Country Stories, by Patrick Taylor. Read for you by John Keating. October 1995. Introducing O'Reilly, in which we make the acquaintance of a rather remarkable GP. Taylor's Twist first appeared in Stitches, the Journal of Medical Humour, in September 1991, as a chronicle of the experiences of a medical student in Belfast in the 50s and 60s. By 1995, I'd written about the life of a medical undergraduate for almost as long as I was one. The editor, Simon Halley, was a generous man and allowed me to switch my attention, and I trust yours, to events of postgraduate life in the north of Ireland in the late 60s. To anyone with the intestinal fortitude actually to want more undergraduate stories, I can only apologise. To the rest, who have followed me thus far, let us boldly go where no sentient entity has gone before. And I don't mean the Canadian House of Commons, or the Congress of the United States. Come back with me to Ulster, and meet my old tutor, Dr. O'Reilly, ex-Navy boxing champion, classical scholar, unregenerate poacher, hard drinker, crypto-philanthropist, foul-mouthed widower, and country GP. He was a big man, about 6'14" in his socks, and weighing 20 stone. Or, if you prefer, 280 pounds. His complexion might be charitably called florid, the delicate, roseate hue of his cheeks having all the softness of an overheated blast furnace. His nose, once perhaps a thing of beauty and a joy forever, had acquired a distinct personality of its own. The tip was squashed and sat at a rakish 45 degrees to port of the bridge. Boxing, or, as it was once known, the manly art of self-defence, carried its own costs. The tip of O'Reilly's nose had one other important characteristic. When he became enraged, it turned white. I stumbled, all unsuspecting, into his clutches, after I'd finished my houseman's, intern's, year, and was eking out a meagre existence, demonstrating anatomy. Weekend and evening locums for GPs helped me make ends, if not exactly meet, then at least come within calling distance of each other. I simply answered a newspaper advertisement. In the years that I knew O'Reilly, years that encompassed a series of horribly underpaid registrars, residents, jobs, he never ceased to astound me. Sometimes my surprise was a result of his absolutely cavalier treatment of a malingerer. On other occasions, his encyclopedic knowledge of his patients astounded me. He had an uncanny sense of clinical smell, and I would still bet O'Reilly's diagnostic acumen against a battery of CT scans, MRI pictures, and the entire arsenal of the biochemistry laboratory. He detested bureaucracy with the vitriolic hatred of Torquemada for unrepentant heretics, was kind to widows and small children, and ate public health officers for breakfast. He was stubborn to the point of mulishness when his mind was made up, had a tongue that, when aroused, would have made Adolf Hitler on a bad day at a Nuremberg rally sound like a cooing dove. Yet he'd sit for hours in the dark of the night with a dying patient, and still be ready for work as soon as morning surgery, the term for office over there, opened. I learned more about the art of medicine from that man, and some of the humour of it too, than from a faculty of professors. I wish I could have him with me today, when I'm faced with some of the array of meaningful, interactive, holistic, client-centred healthcare providers who want to invade my turf as a physician. You know the kind. The ones who believe that medicine is too important to be left to the doctors. A brilliantly original paraphrasing of old Georges Clemenceau's crack about war and generals, although others would attribute it to Talleyrand, and who, bless...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?